There's a reason why some men seem to effortlessly attract women, while others constantly struggle and chase with no success. Many men have felt this frustrating paradox. The harder they try to win a woman over, the more distant she becomes. The truth is, the real difference between men who attract and those who don't isn't just about looks, status, or money. It's about mindset. Women are instinctively drawn to men who think and behave a certain way, a way that flips the typical script of dating on its head. In this video, we're going to break down 5 powerful Machiavellian rules of attraction, not in the sense of being manipulative or cold, but in being strategic, self-aware, and deeply attuned to human nature. These rules will completely change the way you approach women and relationships. Instead of chasing women, you become the one they notice, think about, and try to impress. This isn't about using pickup lines or playing games. It's about how you present yourself in everyday life, both in person and online, in a way that naturally draws women in. When you live by these principles, you won't need to pretend to be someone you're not. You'll simply become the kind of man that women are magnetically attracted to. The goal here is to help you become more grounded, more in control of your own life, and more desirable without ever seeming needy or desperate. Each of these 5 rules will challenge you to shift the way you think and behave. And if you're ready to stop chasing and start attracting, let's get into it. Starting with Rule 1. Rule 1. Build your value. Let her chase. Most men are taught that they need to pursue women aggressively to win them over, so they constantly text, compliment excessively, and go out of their way to please. But here's the problem. This kind of over-eagerness sends a loud, unspoken message. I'm not enough on my own, so I need to earn your attention. To understand why this backfires, imagine 2 men who are both interested in the same woman. One is always calling, texting, and flooding her with compliments. The other is calm, confident, and keeps a bit of distance, not cold, but composed. Who do you think she'll be more intrigued by? One of these men is always free to see her at a moment's notice. The other is warm and attentive when they're together, but outside of that, he's focused on his own life. He doesn't overwhelm her with constant messages or attention. So, which of these 2 do you think she'll be more intrigued by? Almost always, it's the second guy. Why? Because the first man's eagerness gives off the impression that he doesn't have much going on outside of her. It makes him seem less valuable. Meanwhile, the second man, by simply living his life and being a bit more reserved, comes off as confident, independent, and high value. When you chase someone relentlessly, you put them on a pedestal, and in doing so you place yourself in a lower, more desperate position. Psychologically, it flips a switch because anything that comes too easily, that requires no effort, instantly feels less valuable. Think about it. We humans naturally value what we have, to earn. If your time, energy, and affection are always on tap, like an open all-hours store, they lose their sense of meaning. But if you're more selective, a bit scarce with your availability, then your attention becomes something rare, and rare things are attractive. So instead of constantly texting, calling, or asking to hang out, take a breath. Slow down. Match her. Level of interest and investment, and don't exceed it. If she takes a few hours to reply, you don't need to reply immediately either. Not to be petty, but to demonstrate that your time matters, because it does. This isn't about playing hard to get in some fake manipulative way. It's about actually being hard to get, because you have a full life. You're working on your goals, staying active, nurturing your own growth. You don't have endless hours to sit around chasing someone who hasn't shown equal interest. When you do, spend time with her, be fully present, make those moments meaningful, but when you're apart, let go of the urge to constantly seek her attention. Maybe you send a thoughtful message, then shift your focus back to your work, your workout, or whatever matters to you. What happens next might surprise you. As you pull back from chasing, many women will actually start to move toward you. She'll begin to wonder about you, why you're not chasing like everyone else, what you're doing, and what makes you different. That curiosity is powerful, and its illusion is often the first step in real attraction. She might start reaching out more, putting in effort to grab your attention, and that's exactly what you want. Because when someone invests effort into something, they naturally begin to value it more. A woman who feels like she had to win you over will appreciate your attention far more than one who thought you were just waiting around for her. This idea comes straight from Machiavellian strategy. It's often smarter to let others come to you on your terms than to chase them on theirs. When you stand firm in your value, you invite her into your world rather than scrambling to fit into hers. In simple terms, stop chasing, and you'll likely find that she starts coming to you. Become the prize. Let her earn your attention, not the other way around. Rule 2. Keep some secrets. Stay mysterious. One of the biggest mistakes men make in the early stages of dating is revealing too much too soon. They lay all their cards on the table, talking endlessly about their life story, their emotions, their future plans, as if complete transparency is the key to attraction. While honesty definitely matters in the long run, it's not what fuels initial desire. Attraction often thrives on a bit of intrigue. Think of it like this: when everything is known, there's nothing left to discover, and when there's nothing to discover, excitement fades. A touch of mystery keeps her guessing, wondering, wanting to know more. Take a first date, for example. Imagine one guy spends the entire dinner recounting his life from childhood, through every job, breakup, and dream he's ever had. By the end of the night, there's nothing left to learn. It feels like she's read the last page of a book before deciding if it's worth reading. Now imagine another guy in the same situation. He shares a few interesting highlights, maybe a passion project he's working on or a unique hobby, but he doesn't overshare. He asks questions, listens intently, and leaves space for curiosity. He gives just enough to spark interest, but not so much that the mystery disappears. Who do you think she'll want to see again? Most likely, the man who left her with something to wonder about. Machiavellian wisdom teaches us, never reveal all your intentions. In romance, that means don't rush to share your entire life story or unload deep emotions right away. Let things unfold at a natural pace. Give her the pleasure of discovering who you are over time, not all at once. For instance, instead of telling her everything you're doing that day or replying to every question with a full-blown autobiography, take your time. Share your world gradually. If she asks about your past, answer honestly, but there's no need to unpack every detail in one sitting. Let her discover who you are in layers. If you have interesting skills, passions, or stories, save some for later. Each new thing she learns about you should feel like a reward, something that deepens her curiosity and keeps her coming back for more. Maintaining mystery also means being a little unpredictable in a good way. Maybe one week you plan a spontaneous outing that surprises her. Another time, you take a quiet day for yourself without explaining your every move. This isn't about playing games or being emotionally unavailable. It's about showing that you're not just an open book lying on the table for anyone to read. You have depth, you have your own rhythm. In today's world, where many people overshare on social media or constantly update others about their every move, choosing to keep a bit of mystery makes you stand out. Maybe you post occasionally, but not every mundane detail of your day. And when she doesn't know everything, her imagination fills in the blanks, often with curiosity, and that curiosity builds attraction. Mystery works because it respects the natural pacing of a connection. You're not hiding anything bad. You're simply showing that you have confidence in who you are. You don't need to over-explain or seek validation through constant sharing. By letting her wonder about you just a little, you create anticipation. She'll look forward to your messages and time together because there's always a chance to learn something new about you. That sense of what will I discover next is the heartbeat of excitement and attraction. So resist the urge to overshare. Hold a little back, let her experience you bit by bit, and let the tension of the unknown work in your favor. Rule 3. Stay calm. Stay in control. Emotional instability kills attraction. Overreacting, getting jealous, anxious, or angry shows insecurity, which pushes women away. Stay composed no matter the situation. Don't let her actions control your emotions. Sometimes she might test you, delaying replies, canceling plans, or teasing to see how you react. An insecure man panics or lashes out. A confident man stays calm. If she cancels, say, "No problem," and move on. If she teases, laugh and tease back playfully. Your mood shouldn't depend on her. Don't rush into infatuation. Liking her is fine, but obsession scares her off. Avoid confessing feelings too soon or making big gestures early. Let the connection grow naturally. If you're thinking about her too much, focus on your goals or friends. To stay centered, pause when anxious. Don't text when angry or jealous. Wait until you're calm. Over time, this self-control becomes natural. She'll notice your... Rule 4. Know your limits. Expect respect. Kindness is great, but without boundaries, it leads to disrespect. If you tolerate bad behavior to avoid losing her, you show you don't value yourself. If you don't respect yourself, she won't either. Respect and attraction are linked. Some men accept disrespect, cancelled plans, flirting with others, or mocking, thinking patience will win her. It doesn't. She'll lose respect and her behavior may worsen. Eventually she leaves or treats you poorly. Instead, be calm but firm. If something bothers you, speak up clearly, without anger. For example, if her teasing feels disrespectful, say it calmly. If she cancels often, tell her your time is valuable. Set boundaries and mean it. If she crosses them again and you don't act, your words lose power. Boundaries aren't about control. They're about self-respect. Most women test boundaries early, like being late or asking you to drop everything. How you respond matters. If you accept poor treatment, she learns she doesn't need to respect you. If you push back calmly, she notices your confidence. It's risky but worth it. Showing you'll walk away rather than accept disrespect makes you stand out. You're not desperate for approval. You have dignity, and that's attractive. A confident woman doesn't want a man who sacrifices himself to please her. Over time, she'll lose respect if you do. Rule 5. Preserve your freedom. Stay sovereign. A sovereign man prioritizes his goals. He's kind, but doesn't drop everything for her. If he's working on a project or hitting the gym, he stays focused. He's not unavailable, just disciplined. This strength attracts her. Your time is valuable. Don't lose yourself in a relationship. Invite her into your world. Don't abandon yours for hers. When you stick to your purpose, she sees your drive and direction. That's more exciting than a man waiting for love. Your life, values, ambitions comes first. A man without purpose is easy to manipulate or forget. A man with purpose is unforgettable. These rules: stop chasing, stay mysterious, control emotions, set boundaries, stay sovereign, make you grounded and attractive. You don't beg for love, it finds you. By staying true to yourself, you offer stability and depth. You're not looking for love to complete you. You're whole. That's magnetic. Being sovereign means being selective with your energy. Your attention is valuable because you don't give it to everyone. In a world of men chasing approval, the sovereign man stands out. He's calm, confident, and knows his path. Stay consistent, show your passions, and hold your boundaries. Be a man she wants to join, not one who gives up his life for her. She'll fall for your charm, but stay for your sovereignty. When you both keep your own lives, time together is meaningful. She won't feel pressured to make you happy. Space lets you share new stories when you reunite. Sovereignty creates a balanced relationship. You love deeply, but keep control of your life. That confidence is attractive. These rules come down to valuing yourself. You don't chase because you know your worth. You stay mysterious because you don't need approval. You're calm and set boundaries because you respect yourself. You pursue your purpose because you're proud of your life. When you value yourself, women value you too. By following these rules, you gain quiet confidence. You attract, not chase. You earn respect and affection, not beg for it. Charismatic men in history never beg. They're calm, reveal themselves slowly, and have direction. You can embody this in real life. These principles are about transformation, not manipulation. Share this with someone who'd benefit. Subscribe for more strategies. Attraction isn't chased, it's commanded. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.